What is up, boys and girls? I think that's about all we need out of there. You know who it is. It is me, your board certified fantasy football and all sports guru, right alongside my man they call Douche, the sidekick. You know him. He calls himself D Sanchez. And we're going to talk this week about a few things. Some things I have on my mind. One of the things I have on my mind is the number 3 and the number 4.
The number 3. You're a big Bo Jackson fan. Nice. Let's talk about Bo.
No, I'm talking about 3 and 4 teams in the league right now.
Ooh, and the dark horses, the sleepers, just laying in the weeds.
And how important it is for these 4 and 3 teams to win. I say if of the 4 and 3 teams that lose this weekend, season might be over, B. Season might be over. That
I don't think so. Well, it depends on what division you're in. Depends on what division you're in. Because
so we're playing that game?
Let's wind it back. I'm going to do my best impression of Mr. Lazard, Daryl Lazard, circa 2018. Yo, B, it doesn't matter what my record is. As long as I'm in the NFC East, I got this. 7-9, baby. Woo!
Them is facts.
So, fast forward to today, and the NFC West is the NFC East reincarnated. It's I don't know what to say.
I know what to say. I have an idea of what to say. You better win your division. How's that? You better win your division.
We will.
And well, if you don't,
you're right. You're right. We better win our division. Although the NFC overall is pretty shambly this year. Like I think that there's going to be at least one wild card that gets in with a suspect record. Like I think it's.
I'm not going to disagree with that.
Like a 9-8 team, like how does that happen? But
and if they get hot at the right moment, you know what happens there, right?
Exactly. Well, case in point, the Cincinnati Bengals last year. I mean, they just put it together at the right time.
They might beat this year, yeah.
Speaking of the Bengals, Jamar Chase gone for a month. This is huge.
Huge. Starting Tyler Boyd this week, huge.
Oh, I'm glad you finally took him off the bench. Like Mr. Robbie Anderson super fan over here with the. By the way, just for those of you at home keeping track of the head-to-head record of Guru,
I'm still in first place.
No, I'm just talking about head-to-head records. The first time in the history we've gone mano-a-mano. We got the fucking caramel-colored, bispectacled, bald-headed son of a gun, and we have the Chez. And I'll let you do the honors. Who took it down?
I'm not going to sit here and do that, patting yourself on the back and grandizing yourself. No, the kids know what I do.
Pat yourself on the back. Pat me on the back. Come on, man.
They know what I do. They know what to expect from the Guru. I'm nice. You
know what the Guru was? The Guru was undefeated. He was a juggernaut. He was rolling through the glory hole the way black men usually roll through glory holes. And then,
wow, really?
Well, that's not bad. It was pretty good.
that's pretty well.
And then he ran into me. Now
Alistair Green is here. Paula is here.
Speaking of big black men in glory holes, Alistair Green, what's up, my man? How you doing?
Call me little Daryl again, and we'll see. All right, you big tree. Paula, how you doing, Paula?
So, anyways, now my man is
my Cowboys.
He's lost the last 2 games. He's faltering. He's starting guys that basically. So I hope.
By the way, I started the league 5-0. I'm still in first place. It's not a problem.
You're not in first. You're not in first anymore.
Numbers, percentages,
first, whatever.
After this week, we get back on the winning side. Not a problem. My starters are back.
I wish I could play you every week.
Notwithstanding, let's get to tonight, sir. Very important game for one of the 3 and 4 teams tonight. Actually, both of these teams still trying to find their identity, I think. Lamar is streaky. at times.
He started the season crazy hot in the last couple weeks.
Yeah. And Tom Brady, I mean, let's just say we've never seen this Tom Brady before.
You know what, though?
And it feels good to
I'm going to
watch.
stop short of that because I don't know how many of you watched the Tampa Bay Carolina game last week. Probably not that many because it's the junk game. Mike Evans dropped what would have been a 70 yard touchdown.
And he doesn't do that.
I'm pretty sure they showed a stat like he had 0 drops this year.
Yeah.
Like he was perfect on every target. This thing was put on, it was on a rope in the, like just, he dropped it in a bucket. Like Brady could not have placed that ball any better. And then Evans fucked it up. That was when the game was 0-0. I think if he scores that game, score that touchdown, that game goes completely different. I think Tampa Bay wins it going away. But I think it was like that was a seed that was planted and it grew into a fucking terrible, terrible game. So I don't want to blame Tom Brady completely because he wasn't the problem. You know what I mean? Like
the question is, does he bounce back from that though?
I think he does. Everyone's saying that it's Baltimore tonight. I mean, Bucks are at home, and I think that they're
2-point favorite.
Some people say the line changed because I seen it at like even money, which usually means that the favorite's the road team. Like an even money game should be the home team is -3. So I think the Bucks are going to win, man. They're my pick tonight. I'm not going to put a ton of money on them. I think I'm going to.
Well, I think at this point you got to go with the proven winner. It's hard to bet against Brady when his back's against the wall, but Lamar has a chance to show that he's one of the premier quarterbacks in the league and that he bet on himself and he wants to win. That notwithstanding, we talked about it before we got on air. Philly made a trade today. You're not crazy about it. I think it's a great trade for that team moving forward.
I think it's a good trade. I agree with you. It's a good trade. I just think Quinn is pretty long in the tooth, and I just don't know how much he's got left in the tank. It might be one of those things where he does more. He contributes more in the room just as a veteran, kind of taking some of the younger guys who don't know how to win and haven't been there before. That could be his contribution. He's still going to get a couple sacks and he's going to be disruptive, but I don't want to make it seem like you just acquired like a top 5 at the position player. I just don't think he's that guy anymore. So we'll see.
Not at all. But he does have enough to disrupt and cause some trouble, especially if you use him sporadically. I don't think he's going to be a starter, but he's going to come off the bench.
Exactly.
He's going to be a top pass rusher.
And that's the smart way to utilize him. You don't put him in there as an every down player. I don't think he's got that in the tank. But situationally,
great call for Philly. And Philly's showing that they're all in. There's talk right now about Odell Beckham Jr. going to 2 teams. One is the Buffalo Bills. The other one, surprisingly enough, is the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay. Now, I always have to bring the Dallas Cowboys. He's not associated with the Dallas
Michael Irvin talked about it today.
Yeah, it's out there because you put it out there. It's out there because you just said it. Now, technically, it's out there. That's the closest thing Odell Beckham ever came to being a Cowboy.
My friend, I don't make these things up. I'm a journalist, and I only read what's out there, what the people are talking. Now, I think it would be a great move for the Cowboys. I don't know how much you have to give up to get him, but you are going to give up money. And if you give him money, you're taking away money from players we have to sign now. Obviously, we've got to sign Pollard. Our big signings are going to be Pollard.
He's not going to Dallas. It's LA. Buffalo, it's KC. It's one of those 3.
He's not happy with LA.
And quite frankly, I think KC's out of the running because they just traded for Kadarius Toney today. So,
yeah,
that's good.
And you like that move? I mean, not a proven receiver, but he's still a vet, and he still has hands, and he still has juice in the tank.
Are you talking about Kadarius?
Yeah.
I think Kadarius has a huge amount of untapped potential, and I think if there's anyone that's going to get out of him, it's going to be Andy Reid. He was the whole relationship with him and the Giants, whether it was the injuries, whether it was whatever, it didn't fit. They cut bait. And I mean, it's pretty clear in KC that they're still looking for that replacement for Tyreek Hill. Like Valdez had a good game. Sky Moore's been a little disappointing. He was supposed to be a big guy as a rookie.
Again, he's a rookie. Give him time to learn the game. Same thing happened with me with Tolbert in Dallas. I mean, these guys are kids. Give them time.
You might have to give like a little bit more time to Tolbert.
Another name out there everybody's talking about.
I think Tolbert's a bust. I think you guys messed up on that one. So
no, another receiver out there making noise is Jerry Jeudy, and somebody we both like. We both like Jeudy. Just hasn't had a quarterback since he's been in Denver.
I'm shocked that it took 7 weeks to take the Russell Wilson merger with Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Melvin Gordon, Javonte Williams. Like these guys have weapons, and it's like now it's over. Like Russell, clearly a shell of his former self, and now you're talking about getting rid of Jerry Jeudy. So whoever gets him,
big move.
You know who I think would be the perfect fit?
I thought he was going to go to Philly. But Tom Brady needs another hand out there.
I think Buffalo should be looking to Jerry Jeudy because just as a slot guy,
just to clean it up and
move him all around the formation. But putting Jeudy in the slot, and you got Gabriel Davis.
They go to the Super Bowl if they do that.
I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
But if they have designs and they have minds on Odell, you take Odell.
Well, Odell's free. You don't have to give anything up to get him. So therein lies the thing. We're halfway through the season, so his contract will be prorated. So again,
Chase Claypool's another name that we
but Pittsburgh's going to be asking huge
way too much for him.
Because I think that they look at Pickett and they look at their future. They got Deontay Johnson on the other side. They got Pat Freiermuth. They got Najee Harris. That team's on the verge of being in win now mode. You know what I mean? So why would you
get that sense though? You get that sense.
Again, it all hinges on the quarterback. Is Kenny Pickett going to be able to take that next step this year or next? Who knows? We're both. I mean, I love Mike Tomlin. I think Mike Tomlin's he's such a good coach. I think he'll figure out a way. It's the defensive side of the ball too. They've
He's black.
He is black. Doesn't have a parole officer, so an anomaly.
Really? We had to go there.
Oh, why'd you have to go with the black with the hard B?
Because he's an actor. He's Omar Epps. He was in very many hood movies in the 90s.
Wow, Omar Epps.
You're going to tell me Mike Tomlin is not Omar Epps? Like, stop. By the way, Mike Tomlin, lifelong Dallas Cowboy fan, and favorite player Hollywood Henderson, did cocaine on the sidelines in the 1979 Super Bowl against the Denver Broncos. Thank you.
I think he did that more than that game. I think there was other games.
Okay, guys, this is going to be a quick one today because this gentleman has to go pick up his young Negro, and I have to head off to do some work. Now, I have a question for you. So we're doing black and white tonight all night.
Well, first of all, let's back it up. Bucks and Ravens. You seem to be on the Ravens today.
I think I'm going to take the Ravens. I want to take the Ravens because I know the Bucks' backs are against the wall.
Okay, well,
but I think this is the
$20 just for fun.
I'll take the Ravens for 20. I'll take the Ravens for 20.
Okay, so we're at 400 right now, right? You made $50 back on the Dallas last week. Okay, so we're at 400, and then we're doing black and white, 100%.
So who gets first pick for black and white?
Technically, it's the loser. So go ahead and pick.
We all know you're a loser, so go ahead.
No, you can't. You missed out. Let's go.
Wait a minute. Are there any others in this game? Give me an other in this game.
Well,
is Duvernay another?
Mike Evans. He's fairly light skinned.
What about Godwin?
Godwin's black.
What about Duvernay?
He's blacker.
Gee whiz.
Okay, Ravens.
Have we made the amendment that kickers are not allowed to be others anymore?
No, they can be, but then it doesn't pay 10-1. If a kicker is another, it's even money. So, but today we've got Justin Tucker and Suckup, so that's Whitey all day long.
Yeah, that's Whitey all the way.
I don't think there's any others. I mean, we'll see.
It may be a straight up black and white day today.
Anyone who's watching, give us some info. Are there any?
So first pick goes to you, my friend.
No, I beat you in our heads up. I'll give you the pick.
I'm going with the blacks. Question though.
I wanted you to go with the whites on the air. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I'm going with the blacks. Are we back at halftime?
I'll let you know halfway through the second quarter. It depends on where where I'm at with my kid. If I
All
got
right,
him down for
sounds
a
good.
nap, I'll put a little whiskey inside his lip. See if I can. zap
That's
him.
good parenting. Little Oban,
Yeah.
get him young.
We're all out of the Oban. Thank you, by the way.
Nice.
It was delicious.
Always a pleasure.
So yeah, I'll let you know if we can do it, and I'm not distracted. We'll go up at halftime. I do have a quick. I need some advice from the guru. Survivor
Talk to me,
pool.
sir.
Do I take your Dallas Cowboys in my?
I'll tell you why you do now. Their top defensive player and end rusher just got traded. Take the Cowboys. Take the Cowboys. Their number one edge rusher just got traded.
Wasn't Quinn holding out? I don't think Quinn was playing.
No. Quinn was their man. I mean, they got a dangerous, serious linebacker back there, but they got no pass rush. Their pass rush is done now, and you're going to need a pass rush.
Follow-up question: do the Cowboys cover the spread of 9.5?
Yes, they do.
So you think they win big? So this is.
I don't think Chicago has anything to deal with the Cowboys.
But you don't like Chicago looked pretty good.
And I say that too to the supposed Disney character out there. She knows exactly who she is. I've been having problems with Chicago Bears fans all week.
They look
Tupac.
good. Wow. Well, they just took apart the Patriots. I mean, that's no small task.
Yeah, but it is a small task. Their quarterback got hurt, and they don't have a quarterback, and they don't have an offensive line, and they don't have a running back. I have all of those things. I'm good. I'm nice. Take the Cowboys big. Cowboys big.
And is Zeke playing?
No, Zeke is not playing. They're going to start Pollard. But they're going to trade for Kareem Hunt in the meantime.
I'm glad you brought that up. I was just looking at Mr. Kareem Hunt in my Dynasty League. We're looking at acquiring him here at Sanchez Incorporated.
I think it's a foregone conclusion that he's going somewhere.
You don't really think he's going to Dallas? You guys got too many running backs.
He's not going to Dallas. He's not going to Dallas. But would he end up a nice fit in Philly if Philly wants to still go all in? I have a feeling Philly's going to bet the farm at Ramsey years ago.
I think Philly's happy with Sanders and Gainwell and Boston Scott. Like, what other teams could Kareem Hunt go to?
What about a team like Washington that's still in the hunt? Well, okay, do the Giants pick up a receiver?
I can't believe we're saying that. The Giants could be buyers at the trade deadline.
They could be buyers. Sunday before the games will go up, but we have a lot to talk about this week. There's a lot of moving pieces this week.
Okay, well, speaking of moving pieces, I hope you get back on that winning train because it's disappointing to see what's happening to you in my pool.
So very much up yours. All right, beautiful people. Hopefully we'll see you at halftime. If not, we'll see you before the game. The weekend's here. A large weekend of podcasting. We're going to be joined by our second partner tonight after the game on Spotify, iTunes, and everything. Look for me and your boy Jerome. Look for Jimbo, the lovely Christina Favela on the weekend. Me and the sidekick will be back. The weekend's here. It's Ball Ball weekend. Brothers Talk Ball. Let's get it on. And don't forget, if you're on YouTube, don't forget to click, subscribe, hit the bell for when we go on, and leave your comments. All right, sir. See you at halftime, and let's get it going.